Are you a fan of debate?
No.
Tell me why.
Because debate implies that the person who wins a debate is often the person who is more charismatic or is a better communicator.
Wow.
That typically happens, especially in politics. And if it's a pure matter of opinion, then a person should just simply have their opinion. If it's a matter of objective truths, there should be no debate about it at all. It's not about debate. It's here's the evidence. Now let's make the decision. So for me, debating is all about grandstanding an idea rather than arriving at an actual solution.
So to be fair, you should win 100% of debates.
No, I don't enter debates.
But what I'm saying is, if the argument is a person who is better at presenting arguments could validate a point better than somebody, that you're an incredible.
It should not depend on that talent of a person to decide what is or is not true in a debate.
Really? So
no, of course not. Oh my gosh. If I'm really good at saying, the sky is green. Now let me debate that with you, and I have a charisma, and everyone votes, and they say, and I win the debate. That doesn't make the sky green, well, if I won the debate. That's an exaggeration, of course.
Get what you're saying. But, if that would have been the case, then the last election, Biden shouldn't have won because he's horrible. He's maybe one of the worst on the history of debates on national television.
All I'm saying is that often a debate is won on charisma.
I don't disagree.
More than it is on the content.
Fair enough.
That A. B, if a subject can be objectively analyzed, then it does not benefit from a debate. C, if it's a matter of opinions, who you want to vote for because you prefer one policy or another, have the debate. Go ahead. That's the only kind of debate I would enter, but I don't care if anyone else has my opinions.
Yeah, I would say.
So I'm not going to try to convince you of my opinions.
I got you. Well, opinion's one thing, but for example, like Nixon to me and Biden are the same. The moment Nixon had to debate on the national, you know the story.
With Kennedy.
With Kennedy. It was like a bad situation because Kennedy looked good. He was tan. He slept, all this stuff. And
he had makeup on.
He had makeup on, all this stuff. And the other, he didn't shave. Anyways, but here's where I'm kind of going with this. During COVID.
By the way, we forget that was one of the closest elections in American history.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, anyone watching on TV, I wasn't alive then, but I've studied it. Anyone watching on TV thought that JFK won.
No.
But anyone watching on listening TV. On radio thought Nixon won.
Correct.
Because your stature.
We can get away from it. I don't want to spend some time. That's not the topic. Where I want to go.
The fact that happened at all tells you the debate construct is like, what are you doing here? Okay.
That's the American system. When it comes down to that, but there's a part of me that agrees with you.
I don't mind debating opinions. Yeah. I'm just not going to do it because I don't care if anyone else has my opinion.
Okay, so let me ask.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and my school had a really good debate team.
Right.
I'm embarrassingly old. Am I 30? At the point I learn that competitive debate teams, it's when you enter the debate tournament, you do not know in advance what side you're going to argue. And you're handed a side to argue. And I thought to myself, really? Oh my gosh, so you're just a trained arguer. That's what you are. And then these are people become attorneys, and attorneys become the greatest source of presence in Congress. So we have people who are trained arguers trying to arrive at an agreement on anything. I'm surprised anything ever works in Congress at all.
Are you for scientific debate?
So in a scientific debate, here's how that unfolds. I'm in conversation with you. Let's call it a debate. We know, you and I know, walking into that room, either I'm right and you're wrong, you're right and I'm wrong, or we're both wrong. We know that in advance. So we start having the conversation. Well, what about these data? Well, what about these data? I think those data are flawed, and here's why. Well, how about this? Yes, that's a debate. But you know how that debate ends? It depends where, we need this new data set to resolve this difference. Now let's go have a beer. I have never seen that happen in a political debate. I've never seen, nor with two lawyers in a courtroom. You know, I never thought about it that way. Good idea. I concede. Has that ever happened? I think the answer to that is no. And so because one lawyer says, wow, you convinced me of that. No. If you see a debate on television, will one ever just concede to the other? Wow, I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
No. They're in it for the win, whether or not they're right.
Yeah, but
and I can't go there.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.